Hi, Maria. Let's help Kenji. Okay, how do I help get tummy time? Now, first of all, I'm glad you posted because this is why you're here. You're help to get help for Kenji, right? We understand that it's tummy time, but one of the things that you need to do first is a newborn movement assessment. Now, here's where my concerns are, right? Not a low tone thing, it's I can't do thing. What I don't like is how static the chest cavity is for whatever reason. So yes, you are seeing arm movements and you're seeing leg movements, right? But there's nothing going on here. Even in rolling over, your child's already so smart. Oh, he's trying to roll over, he's not getting it. He's actually pulling on the ring to try to get himself to roll over, which that's not going to work. And we don't need that kind of, he's actually jumping for a lot of muscles because he's not getting the movement. Everybody thinks this is core strength, this is core movement, and so you're not seeing that. So if you do the newborn movement assessment, right, and this is where you have to get in here. If you first do the assessment, you'll see that there's very little rotation within the chest cavity, in the head, and the pubic bone. So he's trying to work around it. So what you're seeing is not only is the tummy time not being accomplished, but he's already deviating on movements, right? And this is where you want to come into play. So the first thing you're going to do is a newborn movement assessment. I also want you, and that's free, I also want you doing the breathing course. Now I get it, you don't have problems with breathing. You do, because you were correct. You shouldn't, even though he just had a cold, you shouldn't hear your child breathe, right? That's what colds are for. That's what gives you alert for that. But you shouldn't hear your child breathe. And I don't like his tummy time because, again, lack of movement in the chest. And I just did a whole big demo actually on tummy time, and you can watch it. But you should see, again, this crossing midline of the mouth and creating, again, a pre-crawl, weight transfer, transitional movement. And he's doing this. And someone's going to be ignorant enough to say, oh, when he just gets stronger and pushes up, that's not going to get you, that's a plank. That's not tummy time. And so again, I just did a live on all this and you can watch it. I'm going to ping you on it. But that's what you're looking for. So that's with the tummy time course, we're going to be in here for is, again, this weight transfer and transitional movements. But the breathing course is what's going to open up the chest more, because for whatever reason, his chest is really tight. Okay? And that again, you can't go by the APGAR score. You can go by the first cry and how it is, but this is where you're, where you need it. And it doesn't matter what happened at birth. This is where we're at now. But your concentration is here and going into that with the tummy time course. And I would like a follow-up videos within 2 weeks of your progress, because if something's not happening, we need to get that to happen. None of his milestones are going to happen properly, and they're going to be very labored, and you're going to start getting into trouble unless we get this chest to open up. But that is your concern. These kind of movements should look like this. Again, he shouldn't be at 3 months, half a month, all just on his belly going, I'm not worried about his cognitive, because again, any kid is like, well, I can't roll over, I might as well grab onto something. He's smart, but that smartness is going to get him in trouble, because babies aren't supposed to be that smart with their movement. And that's where we're at. Rolling over should be here. The head is synchronized with the pubic bone. And right now, and he's doing this and kicking his legs up. And again, these positionings, however you want to look at it, is not going to get you into what you're looking for developmental milestones. So that's where they're going to go after. Again, the heavy head, I'm not buying that with him. If the breathing is still labored, you mentioned he was sick, I'm going to have him get checked out here to make sure that there's not a problem with the laryngomalacia or anything like that. I'm not suspecting it so much there, but that's where you're having the issues, is his core movements aren't kicking in. And so he's trying to move everything else because he can't do this. And that's where you need the help. Bye.